Okay, everybody, we are live at Cannifest here, and I do believe we are witnessing a pairing in action. We're going to scope out the table, see what people are eating and what they are pairing with it.
And we're going to give you each a poster right up here in front, so come on forward. According to Moon Alice legend, the sun has a special deal with the folks here in Humboldt County. In exchange for accepting a large number of overcast days, the sun focuses on
your chair. No.
Now we're in an endless cycle. We're not being able to get out of here. Yeah. 1,000%. All right. No problem. This is what Carlos Santana said to me. It's okay. You're part of the club. You can play the tambourine. That's what it said. Yeah. It's okay. You're part of the club.
You know, Lindsay?
Big Mommy Moon Alice, a locally cultivated hybrid of Blue Dream and Redwood. Big Mommy has a small yield to keep the limits of
She'd love to see you guys.
Tacos are sounding good.
Yeah, all right. That's the only danger we pose.
Are there both in video and
Yeah. Let me know though. Yeah, good luck. Let me know.
Hey, how are ya?
Good, how are you guys?
Good. Welcome to Most Wanted.
What you got going?
So this is a
All kinds.
brand,
Pre-rolls, edibles, gummies, flour, skincare products.
All
We
of
got
the
a
above.
CBD and we have a 1-to-1 skin cream. Very
Okay.
good for pain and inflammation. We got edibles, which are CBD ratios and THC ratios, half
Nice.
ounce, 2-pack pre-rolls,
all grown,
all single source,
processed, and manufactured by Eric, this guy right here.
grown,
You're the man.
manufactured, and
Yeah, he's
delivered
been
by the farmer.
One-man army. Cultivating since he's been 8 years old.
Yep.
So,
What part of the county?
Southern Humboldt,
Southern
outside of
Humboldt?
Riceland, yeah.
Red Way.
All right,
Yes.
Red Way.
Yes.
Riceland.
Yes.
Eddersburg.
Yes.
Yep.
Whitethorn.
Salmon Creek, Whitethorn.
Okay, no, we rang the bells. So
Ding,
that's
ding, ding,
good.
ding, ding, ding. So hum. Thanks, man. Thanks for swinging it.
That's good.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
then it must have been kind of a trick going from the previous economy. We were doing wild shit back then.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
we're all above board, right?
Unfortunately.
I hear you. What about what's current in politics? Like, for people in the industry who are part of that legacy culture, like how are we transitioning going forward?
Well,
What game plan?
for us, our
Yeah.
game plan.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is failing forward, which is really it's kind of a rich man's business term.
Yes.
It's better than just failing.
Right.
Is that failing forward is still a motion of success, and
Yeah.
even though you're not really getting the benefit that you're trying to achieve, you're still moving in the direction in the direction of positivity. And right now, it's really to build real slow, stay real strong, and lean.
Slow and
extremely-
stable.
and lean.
And
Like as
lean.
lean as possible. And
Yeah.
doing events is not that lean.
No, it's not.
No,
I was looking
but-
at the cost for people to get into the festival. It's kind of a risk benefit analysis that you have to do, right? So what was the tipping factor for you to get into Cannifest? Why is it beneficial?
Well, I mean, if you're going to spend any more time in the industry and not really try to step out of our norm, which we don't really want to leave, but it's
Yeah.
like it's the only way to really gain success and get recognition
Yeah.
and really bring in the authenticity, a lot of authenticity that's still missing in this
That's
industry.
right.
From you can't get it from a new guy. You know, they can't take our stories and tell our stories because they've never lived our story. Like,
That's right.
I'm a 70s kid from Southern Humboldt, so I went through every day of the war on drugs. I was also indentured servant into my family's cultivation program, so I was growing weed before I was even going to elementary school.
Yeah.
Most kids started growing weed when they got out of high school.
Exactly right.
You know, and then they're like, oh, I'm, you know, someone that's 10 years different age doesn't have any idea what that
No, you
person
have like
went.
the historical memory of the whole evolution of the process.
When the first helicopters with Vietnam veteran pilots and veterans came in the 70s, coming over the top of our farms out in Hattiesburg, where I'm a 7-8-year-old child standing in a corn patch with weed in it that we'd planted because that's what we were doing.
That's how we did it. Yeah,
Farmers
totally.
grew in their backyard. They did it for subsistence. We were making maybe $300 to $500 a pound.
Right.
You'd make a few pounds and make a good living, and it was just really. My mom and Dad moved us up here, and my dad went back to the city because that was where work was. And my mom and my brother stayed in Hattiesburg.
I see.
And then once my mom in '73, she sold those first pounds and was like, "Oh, you should move back up here. I think we should grow a little bit more weed, and we can really help. We can support our family." My mom was working at like the Chamber of Commerce, at the tourist building, informing tourists coming into town. And we were on food stamps, I think, at the time because there was not a lot of work for a single mother when she's trying to take care of her 2 boys.
In
there was
Soho?
no daycare
There
or
wasn't.
anything like that. So, you know, and then my family in '76 started selling bulk soil, so we needed our own soil, so we were like started selling nutrients in bulk soil, and then in 1980 we bought the Silverdale Gardens property.
Okay.
And we started Silverdale Garden Supply.
Yeah.
So until like 1980, 88, 89, Operation Green Merchant, which they busted my family's business, and fucking we had seeds and weed and stuff in my dad's office, and it caused a big thing. My parents left the country.
Wow.
I was in Mendo by then, growing with another partner of mine for my first couple seasons out of the house. And my family left the country because the feds had just raided their business and found some of their cannabis and stuff. And now that's where our manufacturing facility is now, is on the Silverdale.
Is that Silverdale's, right on?
On my family's real estate there.
Yeah.
In the nursery building where we went through all that, you know.
Right.
From 76 in Hattiesburg, top of our driveway, 81 to 89, 90, and like all the way through, loading every redneck, every fisherman, every fucking logger. We loaded every truck in
before
that building.
Daisies.
Even before Daisies. And then Daisies, we'd always have to kick him out of our store because he'd be there with his notebook trying to write our prices down and all of our stuff. You know, and we'd be like, Steve, could you just go build your own business and don't do it by trying to manipulate and market against us?
Yeah,
you know?
totally. No, but flashing back to being a little kid in Redway, I had never seen Army dump trucks before.
National Guard.
Or National Guard. Yeah, the flatbeds towing people's rigs out.
Did you go to school at Redway?
I did.
Did you? What year was that?
I'm trying to think. I feel like, I don't know. I mean, I grew up there, so born in '80.
Okay, so you're like my sister's age,
right?
Faith and Claire.
Okay.
Last name Martin.
Okay.
Faith and Claire.
Did you have Mrs. Anderson as a math teacher?
I did.
That's my mom.
Oh, no shit. So your brother's JMO?
Yes, JMO.
Yeah, he worked at my farm last year. I know Jameson really well. Jubal works for my company. Jubal Fulton.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, he's JMO's best friend.
Right. Yeah, all ringing bells.
Yeah, no, Miss Anderson.
So,
yeah, I did have her.
But, you know, not everybody has that memory bank of experiences, even me as a kid in the periphery looking at it.
Right, and well, as a mom, as a teacher too. Right?
Yeah, totally.
Because it was way different, probably.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with it in the backyard or in the house. I had to go to visit a friend with that.
Little kids, because I was like a teenager and you guys were little kids.
Yeah,
you know?
totally right.
I'm 55, so I'm 55 now.
Yeah, so, but it's been a long time in that cycle of just fighting to be able to sustain that lifestyle, right?
Oh yeah, it's not
been hard.
I don't think there's any sustaining the lifestyle. I think you really needed to give, like the lifestyle that we were able to create through the amazing amount of financial gain we could create through through marketing and hard work. Like it was really if you could make your wildest dreams come true, if you had the physical energy and the focus to not fuck up the opportunity.
It was a moment in time.
Well, I mean, it was decades in time for me. You know? I mean, I started growing indoors in '91 as like a 20-year-old kid building. Bought a piece of property, bought a generator, and we like started the whole indoor industry.
Right.
You know, it was like because we had to. Like we were driven from the
It was
opens and
a reaction to the circumstances.
Well, it was like, hell, safety's in. Let's go to safety indoors. So I'm tired of being in the open and just fucking shot out, like picked off. You know?
Exactly. And then with that, there came all this ingenuity of how to extend. You know, various parts of that industry, right?
I remember when they would haul, back when I was in elementary in Redway, so it would be like 1975 through like 1979.
Yeah.
I was in Redway Elementary at that point, and they used to bring all the weed to the con camp, and they'd go to Redway Tire.
To burn it at the con camp.
But they'd go to Redway Tire, and they'd get a truckload of tires, and they'd pile all the weed on the tires, and then they would burn all the tires. Throw diesel on all the weed and they'd light it on fire, and we'd be at Redway School and like chunks of rubber and burnt ash would be falling out of the sky on the school grounds.
Nasty.
And they're just huge fire like a couple miles away, just fucking torching all the tires. And you know, Redway has an inversion layer because the smoke never leaves, right?
Right.
It just stays there.
It's a valley.
And it just comes over and it's like dumping on the school grounds, and we're all like, what the fuck? And then people are like, you're kidding me. And I'm like, no, don't you see those pictures where they're throwing those 5-gallon buckets of fucking fuel and there's all the tires just sticking out from the weeds?
Yeah.
You know, and they were just fumigating and toxifying a school ground with their shitty practices. And, you know, my family got raided by the feds. We got busted by helicopters. We never had the task force kicking our doors at our physical home.
Right.
But, you know, it really scared my mom, my sisters, and stuff when they raided my family. The feds
Absolutely.
did. And at that time, when they raided the Sylvandale property, Operation Green Merchant, the feds did. Mark Harris, Hannah Nelson, Ron Sinaway, and Mel Burleson were all the Pacific Justice Center rented for my dad right there on the building. So they were all like, here comes all the weed lawyers, like, hey, what are you doing? You know, my mom's in handcuffs, my dad's in handcuffs.
The entourage.
Yeah, and they're like, hang on, here comes a whole grip of lawyers with these giant VHS cameras back in those days.
That wasn't like this.
No, it's like 1980. It's like, here they come. Fucking giant 8-track in there.
Oh my God, you need a whole crew to carry the thing.
Yeah. So it's just a really huge struggle. It's, you know, I told my wife, who's not here at the moment, she's off and probably enjoying herself.
Having fun somewhere.
I hope so. There she comes. Getting some food and enjoying herself with some friends.
Yeah.
But, you know, we just got to hunker down. We're going to get close to nothing, and it's like we're going to fly this thing as hard as we can towards the ground, and we're just going to keep pulling back and fucking just, now we're just kind of gliding across, you know, right above the sharks and the demise of our whole industry.
Narrowly passing through.
And just waiting for the right time to just pull up a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, because I know.
So it's a balance.
Well, I didn't go through every bit of the. I mean, I dropped out of South Fork because they didn't educate me well enough. School wasn't the best system.
Yeah.
Your mom was one of my teachers I did enjoy having as a teacher. Mr. Kirby, Mr. Harrison. Yeah. You know, they were my favorite teachers. But, but if you didn't really, Mr. Kirby was really the only one that was like, Eric, I know you're fucking smarter than this, get better grades. And I went from an F to a B+ in like a couple months. And I was like, you know, I never really had anybody. When you just tell me to man up, I man right up. But I'm like, be a little whiny bitch. I'll be a little whiny bitch. You know, like, I worked too hard at home growing weed because we literally, that's all we did. You know, my dad was like, you did 40 hours a week, even during the school year. We did 40 hours of work a week for the family. Yeah. So, and it was all like, go to Sylvandale after school, load manure all day, water all the nursery plants, dig a hole, digging all the holes, packing all the nutrients. Just like so much. Yeah. And that's what I still do. Yep. You know, but I can't leave where I've been my entire life because I really want to. The one thing I know is I'm going to be from Humboldt County forever, not like I spent some time there.
Yeah.
No, I'm from here. I'm still here.
Holding it down.
Yeah, like that's the way it is.
Holding it down.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Well,
And then-
thank you for that.
And we got to build our, we come up with an amazing idea because nobody wanted our weed.
Yeah.
In that, a few years back, we're just
Right.
like, fuck, no one, it's just fucking so shitty. And I was eating some psychedelics with my friend Tony Fair
Yeah.
in the desert. And
Yeah.
I was like, Red Rocks, and Jill's texting me, my wife, and she's like, we need to work on our brand. And I'm like, I just fucking want 2 days in the desert by myself. Eating some nice microdoses. And then I'm like, I just see my page. I'm tired of people not wanting our shit. And I see my
Yeah.
face on a wanted poster because I was just in the high desert with the Indian dwellings, and I'm like, I feel like I should be riding away from a posse, and I was like, and then Most Wanted was
Criminally good,
who was
Most Wanted.
born. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like it. It caught my attention right away.
And it really it's also talks really just about, it's really kind of just a testament to our culture in Humboldt County. And, I used to stand on the rally court at South Fork and talk to all the kids that just got busted in like Harris. I'm like, you guys need to plant more than they can pull out. then there'll be plenty.
There'll be plenty,
like
yeah.
just pull. And we kind of did that, where they were like, we got to legalize it because they
Right.
planted more than we can pull out.
Right.
And that's how kind of what made it go legal.
Flood the zone. Yeah, yeah. Well, I hope you guys have a really productive time here and meet people and network here.
It's been going pretty good.